Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Sercacraft. It is I, Xilestar, and today, yeah, a lot has been done, since the last time you guys have seen everything. So first of all, a lot of the, double slabbed, the smooth stone stuff has now been replaced with smooth stone. So hooray, so that has all been done. I still haven't done anything with those two yet. They will be done soon. Ow. Anyway, yeah. So I also haven't done anything with this to have like an extra like sort of elevator system up there. That'll be something I do later. So first of all, I wanted to show off something down here. I kind of mirrored these two together. So though like if you look here, it still says 1 and then it says 2. And if you do it here too, it says 1 and then 2. I think it was pretty cool that I did that way. But I'll go show off that area later. Right now, I wanted to show off something over here. Thank you for letting me in. Thank you. So I did say that these both are now working, so that's good. But down here, down in this very area, everything is done. Everything is now finally done. All the storage has been finished. Now I just gotta create extra pockets for certain things. Like I think over here doesn't have a spot specifically for looms and smithing tables and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, like everything in here is done. Like if you go to Redstone Lamp, wow, they got empty shulker boxes for it. Wow, and TNT, wow, look at that. Very cool. So yeah, so while none of those are going to be technically filled in any time soon, they are still there. And over here, that's the one remnant of an anvil that I did not get rid of. But this only has a small port. Well, coal doesn't have really a spot, but it does have a small remnant of items, but nothing too big to run about. Like, oh, like, no, I forgot about these stuff. No. It's not a lot of stuff, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not something to go like, oh, man. And then this stuff also, yeah, this stuff is from the last time where we were smelting a bunch of gold and iron. So, yeah, so this is all that stuff. I think, was it last? No, it was the time before that, right? Was it the time? Yeah, it was the time before that. Anyway, so yeah, so a lot of stuff has been changed. I moved a lot of stuff over here because I thought it would be much more of a better, like, because this is more of, well, this area over here is much more of a, hey, I don't want anybody to just randomly walk into Arcanix's storage and go, wow, here's all these cool items I can take. It's like, no, 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 that's not what you're supposed to do with that. I don't have nether quartz, okay, good. But I do have copper ingots. By copper ingots, I mean 1 copper ingot. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't really been collecting a lot of the newer stuff. So I don't really have a lot of the copper and stuff like that. I should have amethyst. Yeah, I do have amethyst. Any of these have any items in there? No. Okay, so this is probably because, like, I don't really collect any of the new stuff. Because I'm not as, I don't want to say hardcore about it anymore. I'm not really, like, so, hey, let me go farm this 1 block 80 million times. But then again, amethyst is one of the harder ones you can do. I think copper is not too bad. Well, copper's like iron anyway. Let's see here. So that's diamonds, that's iron ingots, and iron blocks. Yeah. So, yeah, so I changed this. So now it's like this. I gotta figure out where everything is located. I was gonna say, there's no way I didn't, like, fill all of it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So, pretty much all of this barrel and this one are filled with these shulker boxes that are pre-made specifically for these items. I think iron ingot also had them. Wait, it should have them. Oh, it doesn't have a filled one? That's interesting. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it didn't have a filled one. I thought it did. And there you go. Perfect. That's all that stuff done. Woot. Why didn't I do that off screen? I mean, it's not a lot anyway. It's not like we're going to be here for like 18 years kind of thing and just going like, oh man, like, why didn't I do this on screen? Right? So, like, it's a lot. But, while it is something I could have done off screen, it's not a lot of time being used up for it anyway. And plus, I still want to do some of it on screen, so it's not like I did everything off screen. So it's like, hey, look at what I got off screen. It's like, how did you do that? Also, there was some shulkers that were up in one of these areas. That's a random stick in there. That's interesting. That should go in here. There was a random 4 shulkers in one of these barrels. I can't remember where it was. I think it was this one. I did open it up and move all of the items around. It had like 33 or 34 bottle of enchanting. And instead of going through the headache of trying to figure out which container I should put them in, I decided to use them on my really cool pick here. And yeah, so that's why it has much more of a charge, and also why I have no levels anymore. Because every time I needed to go get levels, I would randomly go into a random dungeon and go and just go and pick myself through there, and then continue on my merry way, and then rinse repeat until I had all this storage named and ready to go. Also, my shulker shells, I found my hidden stash that I put in not Arcanix, but I found it in Rosaria base, and I used them. It wasn't a lot of shulker shells, so pretty much out of that entire thing, it had like, I think it was like 1 full shulker, I think, filled with shulker shells. This is all I have left. So that's 27 plus 16, so that's like 43 shulker shells. So that's all the shulker shells I have. And I think shulkers aren't affected by looting, so you can't have like a looting 3 million sword and just get a whole bunch of shulker shells. So yeah. Also, at some point, I'm going to go down in here, and I'm going to name these storages. So this one's all about enchanting, I think. Yeah, so these are like enchanted books. So this will be like, let's say, I think this is like tool enchanting, and this will be like armor enchanting, I think is what this one is. Yeah, this is armor enchanting. So like that's what this will be. And then same idea with this. This is just miscellaneous stuff. This is all this stuff. Although, to be fair, most of this stuff I could move over there. But no, I'm not going to go do that. I'm just going to leave them in here. They're I don't want to say they're safer in there, but they're not really hurt. It's not really hurting me that they're in there. Anyway, yeah, so pretty much all this stuff is done. Let's see. Did I change anything else? I think I mostly just created a bunch of Bottle enchanting boxes in here. I don't think I changed these ones. Yeah, I don't think I changed those ones, but all the other ones have it. Did I change these ones? Yeah, I changed them all to be enchanting boxes, I think. Yeah, so they're all there. I'll have to double check to make sure that they're all good. I didn't do anything in the enchanting book area down underneath, so I'll have to do that on my own time. Pretty much. Yeah, here's the diamonds I left over from last time. I'll leave them in there for now. It's not like they're hurting anybody in there. I'm going to put some cool decorations in here. This area I haven't really worked on that much, so I'm going to go try and do some work in here. I'm going to try and make sure that like this area actually looks really nice. It looks like a very high-tech scientific area. I think it would be kind of cool. I haven't done anything in here, so don't even ask me, hey, did you do any work in here? I didn't. But yeah. Oops. Okay. Oh, by the way, the wiki that I was looking at before that I always use for my Minecraft using, they finally fixed the smithing templates, so that's awesome. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even do that yet. Nothing has been changed over here. Again, the only things that have been changed mostly is just all the ones that are double slabbed are now removed for the most part. I gotta go through and double check. I'd rather check through single player and just go through the entire, like the entire thing in World Edit, the mod, and just do it. So some things have definitely changed over here. All this stuff has been raised by like 1 block, obviously, because all this stuff is here. One thing I want to see, and I want to do experimenting in single player, not do it here, is if I can actually lower this down by 1 block. So if I can, that'd be awesome. So something that I've also changed is that I've lowered this down by 1 block, and I've also added these cool little storage containers over here. Ooh, looks so cool. I love this. This just looks like random piping kind of thing. So it looks very nice. And obviously there's still storage behind here, but they're not as accessible as I want them to be. So I went through the idea of trying to create, oh, by the way, I changed the ceiling too. One thing I wanted to do is I wanted to create either if I had to make a command signs, I didn't mind it, but I was trying to figure out how I would plan it. So like if this would lock this side, this one would lock this side, and then this one would unlock these two. It's like, then wait, but then it breaks these ones then. Like, I can't do it the same way. So, I decided against it. As unfortunate as it is. Do I really need this staircase? I don't think so. Or I don't think I need them I don't think I need it anymore. Unless I do. I might check. But yeah, so I've changed this farm area. It looks a lot better. It does. It looks a lot better. The only thing that I might change is that I might change these little oak planks things to be more farmland so that we can grow much more farm. And as you can see, I've also reduced some of the storage that's in this room. However, because I reduced it on this side, I've also technically doubled, maybe we'll say triple. We'll say triple the storage because it's all on this side now. Hooray! And all this stuff has now bone meal in it. Not all of it is filled, but some of it's like empty stuff in it. And same idea with this side over here. Yeah, they're now mirrored and they look really, really cool. I also added the bamboo at the back. I think it really does make it look nice. I really like this area. So this is open because I wanted to put some foliage around here. But I don't know what foliage I want. I want the cherry trees, but I don't know if I want the cherry trees to be here. Or because of how... I almost said Oblivion. Because of how Minecraft used to put it, I always like the jungle trees, the jungle tree leaves, because they actually look like they had like fruit in them. So I thought they would be kind of cool here. But I could also put like glowberries here too. Wait. Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't think of it before. I could put glowberries there. Well, now I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So, unfortunately, these are empty, but oh, this isn't mirrored. No! That's it, I'm deleting my channel. I'm deleting my channel. I did not do the mirrored thing. No! How did I miss that? Alright, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll fix it off screen. Anyway, there's still some work I need to do off screen anyway. So yeah, so the reason why I lowered this is because this side kept being much of a nuisance to me. I'm not joking. It was much of a nuisance to me. So I decided to go, you know what? Do I really need that? No, I don't. And then I got rid of it. I might even get rid of this too. Like make this go down by one more floor. The cogs are turning, and that's very scary. The cogs are turning. Yeah. By the way, I'm definitely going to get rid of these stairs. I don't really think it really matters that you can do this over here. Seems like it defeats the purpose. Anyway. Yeah, so a lot of the double slabs have been changed. A lot of the storage over here is farming barrels. And all the ones back here are farming barrels. And if you go down here, there's farming barrels down here too. Oh, that one has the hose? Yeah. I was thinking of changing that too, so though they're not down here, but I don't know a better spot for them though. Yeah, so over here has sweet berries. Ooh, that's another thing I put down somewhere too. That one doesn't have anything. Unfortunately, I can't put signs anywhere either, but... this has the brown mushrooms, this has the red mushrooms. This has the sugarcane, and then this side has cactus. This has kelp. And this one has nothing. And this one has nothing either. Alright. But that's not actually the whole truth, though. The whole truth is this is actually filled with shulkers. I just didn't really have the time to go and do it all, but I had the time to go put them all in here. So another thing down in the storage area is that I removed some spots that had a lot of the farming stuff. I thought it would defeat the whole purpose of having them down there if they're up here kind of thing. And plus, you're not going to go like, oh, shoot, I'm out of wheat seeds. Give me a second. Let me go race down over here. Go turn here. Go up this ladder that I'm going to change into scaffolding soon. Let me go race over here. Turn over here. Let me go down this flight of... Yeah, go down this flight of stairs. No, wait. No, don't go down the flight of stairs. Go straight down the hallway. Turn around here. Go over here. Go down this flight of stairs. Go over here. Then go to the store. Then go to here. And then turn and go, wow, wheat seeds, right? Like, that defeats the whole purpose. So instead, what I did is that I looked at myself and I looked at it and I went, this is a very stupid thing for me to do. Which is very on brand for me, but still, I'm going to change that. So instead what I did is that I looked at it and went, this is a very silly thing to do. Let me go change that. So that's why this whole entire area got a revamp pretty much to look like this. By the way, before I forget, this actually has storage. So, yeah. Oh, I also changed it from cobblestone to diorite because I thought it would fit better with the, like it has that little like it's got like a rough texture, but it's like kind of like cobblestone, but it has the same coloration to fit the nether quartz that's here. So I thought it would fit better, which it does. It literally looks a lot better. The other thing as well is that while I do have all this stuff that needs to be put away, which I'll be doing now. All right. Very cool. I shift clicked it and it didn't do anything. Thanks, game. I love the leggings that I have. They're awesome. The fact that I can just go shift very quickly is amazing. I shift as I crouch as fast as I walk, which is awesome. And before anybody asks though, like, did I get all these items legitimately? Again, these are all the items I've ever collected in all of Minecraft. This is like in every version. So like if I've collected it in Minecraft Beta 1.2, then I collected it in Minecraft Beta 1.2. If I collected it in Minecraft 1.12, then I collected it in Minecraft 1.12. All the ones that are in these light brown shulkers kind of thing that are here, technically these shulkers aren't legitimate, but the items that are inside are. That's why for these shulkers, for the most part, I keep deleting them, and then I keep regretting that I deleted them instead of just, like, getting rid of items later on in the future that just make up for it. There'll be, like, that one time in which that I'll be like, oh, man, I wish I had a shulker, and then I'll be like, oh, man, I kept deleting them because they weren't, they weren't legitimately obtained, but yet I could have used it for now. Like, as a temporary reason. Oh yeah, carved pumpkin box. I might have to make more for this one, but I'm gonna throw this bad boy. Yeah, I could throw it in one of these hidden ones. Like I could throw it like in here. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Like, I could throw it in here for now, just so that it's hidden. Like I don't really need to access them right now. And sugarcane doesn't really have a spot right now. Is this where I threw the? No, where did I throw the wheat? There we go. Those are going to be for the loose items. And then kelp. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. So all these items, all these shulkers, they have to be thrown somewhere. Pretty much. I decided not to do it off screen because, well, we have some time here. And all that other such stuff. But let's go see if Lord Cube actually has... delivered us a message by any chance. Right, there is no teleport. I have to go up the stairs. Oh, actually, before we go do that, I can show off the kitchen area. I definitely did a lot of work on the kitchen area. All right, so here's the kitchen area now. It looks a lot better, to be honest. So here's the kitchen area. As you can see, we got a lot more storage. We got a lot more stuff. We have some food that needs to be put away still, but hey, you know what? It's a lot better than what it was before. And a lot of this stuff is actually, you know, they're actually kind of, well, yeah, a lot of the stuff is actually kind of done. You know, look at this stuff. It's all stored. Cookies. We got to store, like, a lot of it's all stored away and all ready to go. And not to mention, though, that it's done. It's done. There's no more music discs in here anymore. Look at that. It's all empty. Except for here and here, but that's just so that way though I have a template for the shulkers. And the other one is just so that way though you have an easy one to plop down. But that one is supposed to be down here. But here's all the extras, and then here's the original stuff for that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I changed this area. And look how pretty the ceiling is. I chose cherry, even though I shouldn't have, but I chose cherry just to use some of the new blocks. And I used acacia just as a stopping point. I think it looks really, really nice. It's probably not the best block combination, but you know what? To me, it looks actually really nice. It looks really good. I really like it. And yeah, so I also raised the ceiling a little bit. So as you'll be able to tell, this area is a little bit raised here. And that's just because, like, I wanted this area to be sort of, not tall, but, like, sort of just, like, you know, this area over here is just a bit taller, just so I have a better ceiling, because this one had a slab ceiling that made it, I think, go inward, I think? Or no, this was the ceiling itself. This was the ceiling itself. But I couldn't use this area in terms of for storage, because if I got rid of the slabs or something like that, it would get rid of the floor here. So I thought, oh, that's a very silly choice for me to do. So I decided to change that. So I decided to, like, sort of just make this area have this instead, and I think it's a wonderful idea. However, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this area I'm going to make this area be a full block instead, and then have some extra seats like that area. So that way, though, this is like more of the VIP kind of thing, or this will be more of the, not the VIP, but this would be more of like the captain's sort of like eating area kind of thing. And this is still nothing, right? Okay, well, this makes sense. This makes sense. I didn't really do much of this area, to be honest. All right, let's go see if, but yeah, so a lot of the stuff over here is now done. Yeah, so let's go see if Lord Cube is done. Wait. No, where'd my block of netherite go? Come on, man. We spent 2 sessions on that. We spent about 3 hours on that. Where is it? Oh, wait, this is new. Hello, Xilestar. It is I, Lord Cube. I am pleased with your progress that you have made. You gave me the block of netherite as I asked. To help restore your vessel. However, something happened during the restoration process. If you would look behind, you will see it. Okay. My typo. It's fine. Okay, well, something happened. Wait. What happened? Rosaria Base, what happened to you? What happened to you? No! What happened? Why does it look like a gravel block? Oh, my word. No, what happened? Lord Cube, you said you would restore it. That's what you said. You said you would restore it, but it's not restored. I still can't. What? I can't jump that? That's weird. Game, if you would just, I don't know, let me sprint and do it. Thank you. I think I can make it. Aha! I can skip stuff. All right. What happened, Lord Cube? It seems that when I removed the skull from your vessel, I have also made it devoid of life. Oh, that's why it looks like stone. However, I can restore life to it, but I need something as a catalyst in order to do so. Again, another typo I made. Modern life is not as powerful as ancient life, so only an ancient creature can help restore your vessels alive, and it must be in its infant stage, meaning baby or egg. Once you have put in the same spot as last time, I will restore your vessel to its original self. I made a lot of typos in there. Anyway, so we need something of ancient life to restore Rosaria base. Awesome. So Lord Cube likes to torture us. And a lot of the things that we do. Oh, this is the one storage area I did not anticipate I would actually need to do. Alright, so that's another area. Anyway. So we need ancient life. Huh. I don't know what that would mean, though. What does it mean by ancient life? Does it mean, like, using the archaeology mechanic? So does Lord Cube really just want me to have more of... Come on, game. More of this little brush actually being used? Maybe that's it? I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Okay, so sugarcane can go in the sugarcane stuff. As soon as I find it. Unfortunately, these are named or anything like that, and they don't have signs on them that tell me exactly what they are. Where's the sugarcane? Give me the sugarcane box. What the heck, man? There's bone meal in here? Oh, man. There's randomly bone meal in here. That's not good. Oh, that's the... Don't tell me I don't have... Do I not have a sugarcane box, or did I already throw it in there? Don't tell me I already threw it in here. No? Huh, that's interesting. I don't know why there's no sugarcane in here then. That's weird. Huh. Weird. Anyway, let's start. Wheat seeds. Yeah, let's start with wheat seeds first. No, okay, so I shouldn't do that. Good to know. So I should use my fist then. Pumpkin. Yeah, it's gonna be very annoying. I apologize for that, but if you guys are annoyed at this, imagine how I felt where I had to go through all of this myself during the entire week and actually going through all the storage each and every day, even making just a little bit of progress if I could. But at least with a lot of this Arcanix progress, I can actually start working on the 1.21 base that I have been prolonging because I have been very busy with both this and the Oblivion mod, so hooray for that nonsense. Which I just found out that one of my items is now broken. Even though I thought I fixed it. Also, if you're watching this before the Oblivion mod playthrough goes out, because I literally just finished it. I just finished recording it. Something I found out while I was, yeah, after I was done recording, I thought something was very suspicious with something, so I wanted to clarify what was wrong. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Anyway. Poof. There we go. Cool. Are these all wheat seeds? Okay, you got a decent chunk of wheat seeds. I'm pretty sure the opposite side doesn't have any then. So I'll just give it to the opposite side then. You don't have any wheat seeds, do you? I forgot to make you shulkers! Oh man, that's a rip on my part. So you don't even have any shulkers, do you? Don't worry, I gave it pumpkin seeds. Yay. Anyway. Yeah, so the problem that I found. Yeah, so that's a big rip on my part. I can't believe I did that. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go and grab. Sorry, somebody texted me and I had to read the text. Yeah. So like the problem that I had was that for some, I don't know how this happened. It happened, but I am very confused on how it slipped through the cracks kind of situation and how it occurred. But anyway, so the mod version that I was using for the Oblivion modded playthrough that I used. So the current version that I said that was actually the more up to date version or whatever was a was a little lie. Now I didn't lie on purpose. The lie came because of the fact that I thought I was using the correct version. However, the version I was using wasn't actually the full version because it was in a previous state. So what do I mean? So when I was making my mod, I had different states in which that it was in its progression. Because that's kind of how I do my mods. I kind of save different progression states. So I originally thought that something was very odd because the version that I was using was very, I think it was small or something like that. Was it? There was something wrong with the size, and I couldn't understand why it was so big or so small. So I thought I was using the wrong version, so I got rid of that version. Turns out that was actually the correct version. The mod should have been bigger, not smaller. So do you want to know what happened? I got rid of the current version because I thought it was too big. But that's actually the correct version. So pretty much I deleted the original version. You want to know how I noticed? Because I was going to do a little bit of work on it, and I noticed that the Nebula Rift Ring, which is something that I still always need to work on because I always need to make sure that it's full in its full working capacity, didn't have the script that I literally just worked on before I did the recording. So I thought, that's strange. Why doesn't this have the script that I was working on? And why does it have the placeholder that I put in, so though there is a script at the very least? Like it has some variables in there, and it has like the begin blocks that I would need, but it doesn't have anything written in them. Why are they like this? So I looked in on it a little bit further, and then I found out that it was the wrong version. It was the old version. So I literally went, you've got to be kidding me. So I literally went through an entire session with the wrong version of everything. And I went around thinking like, oh, it's the correct version. I was so angry at that. Like I was so angry that I was like, I don't like, should I even delete that session and just go make a new one? And I was like, no. It's going to be funnier if I actually leave it in. And then it's like, the next one's like, yeah, about that. We weren't actually using the newest version. We were actually using an old version that I made. So yeah, so by the way, we're now using the correct version. So literally the mod playthrough that I just did is actually using the correct version. While it still needs to do some work, and plus since I did an Oblivion mod playthrough, I have to go and add items, but still, it is now using technically the correct version that it should have been using in the first place. Anyway, Now that we have the correct version, we will be using that from now on. And because now both the Oblivion mod and modded playthroughs are going to be using the same version, we're going to be having a better time. So instead of having 3 different versions, we're now going to have 2 different versions. Well, technically, you guys are only going to see the one. Even with the previous version, you guys only saw 2 of the 3. The one is the test version, which is usually what I always see, which is usually the one that gives me the most anger, because it's the work in progress parts. So pretty much I get to see all the errors while they happen. And I get very angry at the fact that I'm seeing all the errors while they happen. And then I wonder why it's all breaking. Anyway, it's fine. Sort of. It's not. It's like one of those, like, it's fine, but like I definitely don't want it to be like it's fine. Like I don't want it to be like, I don't want the mod to break, but like if it happens, it happens. I'll just get rid of these kelp ones. Wait. Why are these called kelp boxes? But you know what? Just in case this is trying to trick me into thinking there's something wrong with them, I'm just gonna use these 2. I have my eye on you 2. Anyway. Yep. There we go. Yeah, so unfortunately, wheat I can't do anything with. I wish you could make wheat into wheat seeds, but that's, I mean, it's silly, but I mean, that would help me out the most. Cactus. Wheat. 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 There we go. Potatoes. Alright, is there anything else in here? Just trying to see if there's any more cactuses. If I find sugarcane, I'm gonna be freaking mad. I found cocoa beans, though. I don't think I have a storage for cocoa beans. Yeah, I don't think I have a storage for them. That's for cane. So this is cactus. Alright, cactus. Cactus. I only have a stack for you, though. Probably because I didn't know that automatic cactus farms actually existed. Until now. I'm gonna probably make one soon. So that'll be fun. Anyway, wheat. I mean, these don't have anything, correct? Yeah, so I could throw wheat in here for now, just so like wheat has a container sort of area. And it's not like I can plant wheat either, so yeah. Although, to be fair, wheat should be transported to the kitchen so they can actually make stuff. But That's carrot, that's carrot, that's carrot, carrot. Mushrooms. Potatoes. I'm gonna say carrots for potatoes. No! Okay, so that's all good. Okay, so we're gonna throw wheat in here for now. I'll figure out what I want to do with wheat later. Wait. You can make hay bales with wheat. Wait. If you can, then I know what I could do with those. It would be a very silly thing to do, but I'm willing to do it. Okay, so brown mushrooms. Let's just go grab this. This is also going to be a very silly thing to do, but I'm willing to do it. Are you brown? No, you're not the brown mushrooms. You are the red mushrooms. You are the brown mushrooms. I only need one shulker because apparently mushrooms are very hard to farm. For apparently. Anyway. Yeah, so something else I was thinking of doing, and I'm thinking of doing it for the 1.21 base rather than doing it here. As unfortunate as it is, I think it would be very cool to have it here. But then again, since I'm going to be doing something really interesting with the 1.21 base, I think it would be very cool to mention that I'm going to be doing some research. And by research, I mean like hands-on research, even if I could read it on the wiki. I am not going to trust that because of the Smith and templates part. So I'm going to go do my own research within in-game, and I'm going to find out if it makes sense. But in case you want to know, I'm going to do a little bit of explaining my business. So, as you might know, there are such a thing as a creature called a mushroom. Mushrooms are very nice because if you want to have infinite food, mushrooms are your best bet. Mushrooms, if you right-click with a wooden bowl, you would get mushroom stew. And of course, a mushroom does not have a cooldown for such a delicious food item. So pretty much, you can have infinite food with a mushroom stew bowl or with a bowl and a mushroom. You would have infinite food because there is no reason for you to not have infinite food for that. So hooray for that nonsense, right? But of course, one thing that you have to remember though is that there is now 2 different types of mushrooms instead of 1. Now there is one that is the brown mushroom version, which is a rare variant that you have to have random circumstances make kind of thing. And then there is the red, which is the more common version. So what is the research that I want to make? If you can do everything with the brown mushroom that you can do with the red. Now I know there is something extra you can do with the brown mushroom version. No, which is that you can feed it flowers, and it gives you what the suspicious stew would give you if you crafted it with that said flower. So I think it's either dandelion or oxy or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but if you give that to if you make a suspicious stew with that, it gives you extra saturation, which, if you do not know, that means that it takes a lot longer for you to get hungry in the game. So that's actually really nice. So I want to know if the brown mushroom can do everything the red mushroom can do, which is still make a normal mushroom stew, and I think a mushroom can still make a milk buckets. That I'm not too sure of. I think I remember reading that it can. So it's like, if you had to pick a cow or a mushroom, pick a mushroom because it's like infinitely better. Unfortunately, I did not know that when I made Mount Ridge Dam. Unless that was I don't want to say recent change, but unless that was like again, not a recent change, but like close to recent change, pretty much. I know I should just shift click, but I'm not doing that. So yeah, so that's the kind of thing though that I'm talking about though, is that like I'm going to be doing some research with this. Nothing too big and nothing too like experimental. It's just something that I want to know offhand, is that like, does it work this way? Because if it does, oh my god, I'm using it. Because then I was thinking of making it like a little bit of storytelling. Like, sure, the alchemists are using it because like it gives you some weird potion effects, but then like they have a weird thing with the chef kind of thing, where the chef will be like, hey guys, can you guys give me, this can you guys give me like this food pretty much, or this mushroom stew, because this is just flying off the shelves pretty much. And it's like, okay, like, here you go, here's the mushroom stew that you're looking for. It's like, thank you. I don't know, I just think it would be very cool. I also wanted to put like villagers all around Arcanix, to kind of give it like sort of more life kind of thing, but maybe I'll do the thing for the 1.21 base where I'll put like villagers, and because I do want to put a giant cherry tree on there. I gotta look at different custom trees and figure out what kind of design I want for it. I don't want it too tall, but I also don't want it to be like too small either. I want it to be like at that right size that I'm looking for, but I just want to figure out how to make a custom tree that's sort of like what I'm imagining, but also like to kind of just be able to build it, so, like to be able to make it so though at the very least though it's like, hey guys, I built this custom tree pretty much. I took a lot of inspiration from different other sources, but hey, like, you know, and then have it so though like it also has every bee that I've ever collected in Minecraft 1.15. Just randomly flying around, being like, you know, being bees pretty much. Just flying around, being bees, collecting pollen or collecting nectar and creating honey from it. I think that would be very cool. Mind you, most of the bees you won't be able to access because they'll be on the top of the tree, but you know, all the ones at the bottom, you know, you can do it. I think that would be a very cool idea because then at the very least the island or whatever I decide to put it as, I don't know yet. As I said, it's still very much a work in progress right now, and I haven't made any progress yet. I haven't made any progress since I think around the beginning of this year, I think. Okay, I'm gonna say in April was probably the last time I made progress on that. On the 1.21 base that I wanted to make. So yeah. A very long time before I decided that I should probably do a lot more work on this, and I think a lot of the time was spent on the Oblivion mod, just getting that done. So yeah, I should probably start putting more attention towards other things too. But again, Oblivion, it's Oblivion though. Like I love Oblivion. It's kind of like the whole my whole sort of like reason for just working on the mod is just because like I like Oblivion. I like Oblivion. I'm not saying I don't like Minecraft, but I like Oblivion. If you don't like Oblivion, then that's fine. That's what you like. I personally like Oblivion. I love Oblivion. I think I've said this before, but like Oblivion's one of those games in which that like I can lose myself in hours in it. And like nothing will like I could literally make no progress in the entire game, just randomly running around and enjoying the game. And like I'll still say like I had fun playing Oblivion. It's like and it's just Oblivion. It's just the Oblivion's charm is that like I can literally make little to no progress and still have a fun time doing it. Even during like my own time, like I could play like Oblivion for like 5 hours straight and be completely okay with the fact that I did absolutely nothing in the entire game. Just enjoying the scenic routes and stuff like that. Like I'll literally do it. Like it's not that big of a deal. And then for recording, same idea for recording. Like I'll literally record for like 3 hours and go like I didn't make enough progress this episode. Maybe I should stretch it. It's like it's Oblivion. It's Oblivion. The only times in which that I actually didn't like recording Oblivion was when I was sick. When I was sick and I was coughing all the time. Like I didn't want to record it. Not because I didn't want to play Oblivion, but because like I wanted to be better before I felt like 100% before I played Oblivion. Did I play Oblivion when I was sick before? Of course, but I didn't have to but I didn't record myself playing Oblivion while also being sick. And I always find that when I am sick, I am completely drained of energy where I don't feel like doing anything. And I'm not saying that that's only unique to me, that's not anybody else, but that's how I felt though. When I was sick, I literally felt like I had no energy to record. So I was like, okay, guys, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go to bed pretty much while also filming this kind of thing, like leaving the recording on while falling asleep pretty much. Because that's literally how much I felt, is that like I felt like sleeping the entire time. And is that fair to you guys? No, it's not. It's not fair to you guys. You guys came to the channel, you guys wanted to watch some Oblivion, and all of a sudden You hear the person talking, going like, "Yeah, I'm feeling very tired and sleepy," and then you fell asleep during recording. Like that's literally how I felt the entire time. And again, it's not fair. So that's why I was like, well, I should probably just, not just stop recording, but just like stop thinking though that like I needed to record as much as I needed to. So that's why for a long period of time, I'm trying to find where the carved pumpkins I had were, where I put them. I don't know where I put them. I lost track of them. That's not good. I threw them somewhere and I remember where I threw them. I had 2 orange shulkers. Where did they go? That's where the wheat is. So pretty much like I felt tired the entire time, and even for Minecraft, like even for Sercacraft, and was I sick for Pixelmon Adventures? I think I was. I think I was sick, or I was starting to be sick for Pixelmon Adventures, or either that or my sickness wasn't that strong enough to. Oh, I know where I put it. I put it in here, didn't I? That's exactly where it is. All right, so I think I'm gonna put. Well, I'm not gonna put them in there. I wanted them in here, but I want to see if these are actually filled though. Give me them, thank you. Aha! They're not filled. Perfect. Or this one's not filled. Perfect. I'm not gonna throw you in there. I'm gonna throw you in this one right here because I don't think I'm gonna need carved pumpkins all that much. I don't know which one's the filled one, which one's not, so I'm just gonna do this. Actually, you know what? Instead of you being in here, you're the filled one. All right. I'm gonna throw you guys in here for now. I'll have to create more shulkers for you guys later. Right now, yeah. All right, so let's see. So the rest is just bone meal and cocoa beans, correct? Oh, that's empty. Oh, right. Yeah, that's where the pumpkins were. All right, the rest are bone meal. Okay. I know where I'm throwing them. Because I know that you should technically have some. Correct? Yes, you do. I don't think it matters where I throw them, though. But you should have some full ones. Yeah, so that's full. I know this area, because I made this wall later on, so I think it's like these two should be like the originals, I think, or these two are the originals. So yeah, so it's a bit weird why some of them are empty and some of them are filled. But technically, in the end, they should all be filled, so. Because these are all bone meals, this should be fine. I'm going to throw them all in here. I'm trying to remember if I was sick for Scarlet. I think it was at a point in which I can control the cough a lot, or it was that my microphone was very. No. I remember what it was for Scarlet. I think Scarlet was that I could tell if I muted my microphone. That's what it was. I think it was Scarlet, technically Sercacraft, and technically Pixelmon Adventures. Yes, I remember muting myself in Scarlet Adventures. Pixelmon Adventures. Was it 6? Yeah, it was 6. All right. Because I remember having to go, hang on a second, and then doing this and going like, all right, I unmuted pretty much. Because I remember I had to go back and forth and figuring out if I unmuted myself or not. Because sometimes, I think it's mostly if it's a full screen game, OBS doesn't detect certain key buttons kind of thing. So pretty much every time I hit record on on any sort of on my like sort of recordings, especially for Oblivion and Nehrum. You will definitely notice in those there'll be a slight delay before you hear me say, "Hello, everyone, it's I, Xilestar," pretty much. There'll be a slight delay. The reason why is because I'm giving that delay specifically so OBS can actually click the button, pretty much. I go like, well, I'll go very loud for you guys right now, but pretty much you will not hear me do this, but I'll go 1, 2, and 3, and then I'll start. You won't hear me say it, but I'll actually be doing it. I'll be doing the hand gesture for 1, 2, 3, and then I'll do it. And that's pretty much what I actually do. I literally do that each and every time I want to record something. Oh, that's a bit weird. I think it's that. There you go. Perfect. There we go. Oh, but I did mess up the order. I don't really think it matters too much. I'll have to... Well, actually, it will. It will. It'll mess me up because I'll need to figure out which one's which. One of them is 24 at the end. Okay, so that's the end. Okay. So, tap. Doesn't really register my clicks nearly as much. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so that's pretty much more so like the background knowledge that you won't actually see in the channel. Is that like, or you won't actually see at all. Is that like I was so sick that I didn't even feel like recording more than half the time. And that's just like that was like every day. Every day I didn't feel like recording. Each and every time. The only time that I actually went and actually did recording was when I had no videos for, let's say, Sercacraft, and I'm like, like, I don't want to say I'm forced to, but like, I forced myself to record Sercacraft because I had no videos for it anymore. So I had to go through the fact that I was sick, and I went and did them. And then I would edit them, and then I would feel very, very, like, I would feel very guilty at the fact that, like, I had to record when I didn't want to. And it's not like somebody has like a gun to my head or anything like that. It's nothing like that. It was more of just a self-imposed sort of issue that I had, is that like I needed to record because I put a self-imposed rule that like I wanted to make sure I never missed a day. The only time I missed was because of the fact that I went to the hospital and I couldn't really upload every day. I was able to do it day 1, but it was a struggle to even get 2 videos out there. Mind you, I could remote into my computer and upload, but how far can those uploads go, pretty much? So I decided against it. So I decided to go against me just doing those uploads, pretty much. And at the end of the day, pretty much, I decided that, like, I shouldn't really be, because at the end of the hospital visit, they told me that I should take a couple days of rest. So I took that into consideration, and I literally did that. I took a couple days of rest, and I even did it for my normal life, and even for my, I don't want to say YouTube life, but you get the picture. Like, I didn't record for like a month, pretty much. I was just taking that time to get better and get less sick. And was it a good time? Was it a good break? Of course it was. It was a good break because it got me to work on not only my Oblivion mod, but also to, well, I wouldn't really say it got me to work on my Minecraft stuff because you can clearly tell that wouldn't have, that isn't the case. But yeah, like I went through the entire. Maybe I'll do the enchantment books here. I just won't do anything Yeah, okay, I'll just have to do it that way. Alright, where is the ones that have the stupid shared thing or whatever? It's you, isn't it, buddy? You're the one that has it. Yeah, alright, you have it. Alright, good. Alright. I'm gonna grab the armor enchantment one. There we go. Armor enchantment, and I'll grab a weapon tool one. And I'll grab a shared one. I'll throw 2 of them down. Just for now. Alright, so this is just armor ones. Alright. So yeah, so like while I was feeling sick the entire time, while I was technically recovering, I had plans of coming back, but each and every time that I had plans of coming back, I would forget that I made those plans because then I would start coughing again, and then I'd be like, oh, next week I'll start again. And then when that week comes around, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go start recording again. And then you know what happens? I start coughing again. And then I start going, you know what? Next time I'll do it. So I was like, oh, okay. And then the next time happens, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go do it the next time again. Then it's like, if I'm just gonna keep postponing it because I am doing little coughs here and there, then it's like, then at what point does it get to the point in which that it's like, when do I start saying that I care about my channel in a way that like it doesn't matter if I'm sick or if I am like perfectly healthy, pretty much, that I will record for you guys, kind of thing. And I know that's not a good way of like looking at it, but like that's kind of the way that I'm looking at it too. Like my doctors told me to take a few days off, but yet I'm taking about like a month off from YouTube pretty much. And it's like, all right, because I'm taking a month now, it's like, okay, at what point am I fully good to go and record again? Oh, wait. Did I might have moved something that wasn't supposed to be here? No, okay, good. This I might have. Unbreaking? Yeah, unbreaking is not supposed to be in here. That means I have to look through all of them again. All right, so yeah, I gotta go look through all of them. But yeah, so like I kept postponing myself doing it, and then each and every time I would rethink to myself like, what makes me want to do YouTube again? Like, what makes me want to come back? And it's not like kind of a guilt tripping thing. It's more so like I'm trying to figure out what it makes me enjoy making YouTube videos again. Like, what is like not like what is the meaning of life though, but what is like the meaning of me doing videos? Is it because I enjoy making them, or is it because like I want to get famous, or is it because like I like what is my purpose for it? And I'm going to mention this because I got a comment, and to me it's insulting, but it's not meant to be. So the reason why I do YouTube in case of this is because I do it for fun. I'm not doing it to be famous or anything like that. I'm not doing it just to earn like millions of dollars just making easy videos pretty much. That's not what I'm doing here. That's not the main goal. Is it a goal? Of course. I mean, like if I can earn money through this and I don't need to, go out and get a job, then that's fine. But that is not my main goal. My main goal is to my main goal is pretty much just to, you know, have fun playing games. That's pretty much it. Like, if I have fun playing Oblivion my way, then I'm gonna have fun playing Oblivion my way. Like, that's pretty much how I look at it. If I have an easier time, you know, recording videos in this style, then hey, I'm going to record videos in this style. There is nothing else. Same thing with my thumbnails and such like that. My thumbnails are meant to be, you know, just to say, hey, here's the video that you're watching. Here is a thumbnail that shows exactly what you are going to be witnessing, kind of thing. So if the thumbnail shows like a cool silhouette of some characters and has Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion written on it, what are you expecting from that video to show? Well, you're expecting that video to show off the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, obviously. Like, that's pretty much what it is. My thumbnails are not meant to be flashy. They're not meant to be something that, like, just people can say, oh, he's just clickbaiting everybody. I know how to clickbait. I've seen it many, many times. And I am in the know of how to clickbait to get people to click on your videos. So it's like, am I on purposely making my videos not as clickbaitable? Of course. Because if I do, I feel like I don't want to say shaming myself, and I don't want to make it so though I'm making fun of other people by saying that it's shameful for you to do it this way. But like, to me, it's not a very like logical thing for me personally to do it. But if somebody else wants to do it this way, it's fine. So I got a comment on one video, and this is how I say it's more of insulting to me, but I know it's not meant to be taken this way, is that this guy's trying to give me tips on how to make better thumbnails so that I get more views, I get better things. And it's like, okay, like, I understand what you're trying to say, but why are you trying to, like, I understand, like, this guy's trying to help people out. It's like, okay, but then here's where my messed up brain's like, okay, but so that means that you know how this works. So how long have you been doing YouTube, and how much money have you earned, pretty much? So I go and look on this guy's channel, and this guy's channel only has like 200 views maxed. Like, and he's only been on YouTube for a year. And I didn't laugh or anything like that. I looked and I went, okay, so this guy who's been on YouTube for a year has made about, I think, like seven videos or something like that. 8 videos. 7 to 9 videos. We'll say 9. Nine's a good comfortable number for me. And altogether, according to YouTube's sort of analytical system, when you view a channel and view all their videos all at once, kind of thing, it showed, I did the math, it said like 217 or 227 videos. Okay. So, and this guy's trying to tell me exactly how to make thumbnails. So I go, okay, so this guy who has barely enough views on all of his videos, pretty much, to make up one of my, I think it has enough to make, like, what was it, my top 9th video, I think, on my entire channel, I think, or something like that. It's like, I think it's like, oh, I remember exactly what it is. I think it's like, it's before T-Lore or after T-Lore, I think. It's like something like that. I'm gonna go look it up in real time, because I know exactly what it is. It has something to do with T-Lore. Okay, so it's before T-Lore, but it's after Pokemon Insurgents Part 111. That's how far, like, his channel was. And that also, if I change how many videos it shows, so that is between my 10th top viewed video and my 9th top viewed video. So that's like, I'm not going to say that's bad, but like, if you're going to make a suggestion like that, I'm not saying you need bigger numbers, although it makes sense. It's that you need evidence to kind of back it up. And unfortunately for you, having a channel that barely has any, I think he has like 20 subscribers, I think, or something like that. like barely any subscribers and barely any views that scrap towards one of my top videos. And I find that like the advice that he gives, although it is sort of correct, it's not the full detail. So the top viewed video on my channel, by the way, is, according to my channel, what is it called? It's like channel something. I don't remember what it is. It's like channel editor or something like that. I don't remember what it is. Channel editor or something like that. Anyway, so my top viewed video is my Pokemon Legends Arceus playthrough, part 21, the Ouroboros Tunnel. This one is always so surprising to me every time I see it. This is not a professionally made video. It is not even like part 1 so of Legends Arceus, which is always very confusing, that there is very few videos on my channel that are part 1 that have more than the rest of them, which is very interesting. Anyway, this video has 3,221 views. Nothing happens pretty much in that entire video. So then what is the part that makes people go, that's a very interesting video to watch? Because it's not the thumbnail, because if it's the thumbnail, then part 1 to 20, right? Because that's part 21. Yeah, part 1 to 20 would either have the same amount of views or be very close to it. So obviously it's not the thumbnail, because the thumbnails are not the issues for my channel. The thumbnails are very simple. They get to the point. And that's the whole sort of system that I have placed for the thumbnails. They get right to the point. You want to watch Pokemon Legends Arceus? Bam! There's a thumbnail specifically of Pokemon Legends Arceus that even has Pokemon Legends Arceus, I think, written on there, close to the center, so you can see it. So obviously it's not the thumbnails. So in my opinion, it's a combination of how you word it, kind of thing. So it's the content itself. So that was Pokemon Legends Arceus, which was around the release date, I think. That was, if it's part 22, then it would be a part of day 3 of the game's release, if I'm remembering correctly. Because it would be 2, 8, and then 10. Correct? Yeah, I think it would be 2, 8, 10, depending on how it was released. Because I think I would upload the first session, and then it would be the second session, and it would be the third. Yeah. No, it would be 22 in total. Because it would be 10 videos on Saturday and 10 videos on Sunday. Yeah, so that's how it was. So it was within the days of the release, so it made sense that it would get kind of popular, kind of thing, or it would kind of blow up because it's a new game. A lot of people are very interested in seeing things that like other people are seeing, kind of thing. So it made sense that it would blow up. But one of the things that I thought was very interesting was the name of this random tunnel that doesn't exist in the modern games, but it does exist in this past game, which was called what, Ouroboros Tunnel? Yeah, that's I don't think there is an instance in it actually existing in the current games. So it was a very interesting thing, and I thought that would be perfect for a title. Is that not 2 blocks? No, it's not 2 blocks. This way. So I thought it would be very perfect for me to put it in as my title. Did it blow up instantly? Kind of. I mean, like, I think it got a huge surge at the time of its release. I think it got like, I think maybe I'm wrong. Can I check that? Can I check the analytics of the video? Can I show like when it was since published? Yeah. So it popped off about, yeah, so it kind of popped off. I need to get a better view of it though too. Can I get a better view of that? There we go. I got a better view of it. All right, so within first day I got 67 views. And then like within the first week, 237 views. And then the time in which that it actually skyrocketed in view count was during the next month. So during February is where it started. Like it's a weird curve, pretty much. Yeah, it's a weird curve. Hang on, let me see if I can actually show it off. We'll go window capture. Sure. Hopefully that's not actually in the video, because that would be very silly. Alright, so as you will be able to tell... Oh, well, alright. Well, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, so, like, here's the curve that is on the most, like, viewed video of my channel. That's what it is. And this is what I'm talking about, though, too. Like, the first couple of days kind of thing, like, it just slowly started populating. Like, at first, like, it got, like, 67, and it starts slowly getting bigger and bigger and bigger, then it starts snowballing. And then I think this is around the time in which that the first DLC, I think, came out for it. Was it the first DLC for it? I'm trying to remember when Daybreak came out. Maybe? I'm not quite sure. And then all of a sudden it starts, whoa, it started getting, like, the number, like, technically freaking doubled pretty much, like, insanely quick. Then all of a sudden it slowly starts drifting off kind of thing, like it's slow, like it slows down, but it's still at such a rapid rate pretty much. And then all of a sudden it just slowly drifts into here, and it just slowly, like, you're only getting like 1 or 2 views a day pretty much. And that's pretty much what it is. And again, while it's still there, it's still slowly getting it. And as you can see though, like, oh no, wait, no, it's actually slowed down. Oh, I guess it's now slowed down now. Then again, the game's been out, so not really much there. And even if I go back, like, I'll show you what I mean about the videos and stuff like that. All right, that's all the stuff. Yeah. Since it was published. So here's all like the top 10 videos. In something that is actually very surprising. I'm gonna go change the size of this. Oh, come on, man, seriously. All right, so unfortunately, this is gonna have to change everything. Oh, come on, you don't even change the title. Stupid system. Thank you very much. I gotta go readjust this now. There we go. So now you guys get to see it. All right. So here's the top 10 videos of the channel. You guys can't see it all because of how this list actually looks. Darn you. All right, there we go. Okay. So here's the top 10 videos of the channel. I could probably just throw all these in a playlist, so it's much easier to look at. But so here's all the videos. Okay. So you guys can kind of see it. It's not that big of a deal, but I need to zoom out of the thing here if I really wanted to be able to see it. There we go. So now if I go up, you guys can actually see it. Sort of. Resize it. Let's go resize it over here. Okay, let's go down then. Let's go all the way up. Sure, there we go. All right, so as you can see though, like this is the kind of thing that I look at like once a week maybe, or once every like 2 weeks kind of thing, just to kind of get like an idea of how my channel is. Again, because my channel is so small, I don't check my channel nearly as much as I should, because at most I'll get like a comment a week. So it's not like I'll get like if I got a comment like every like day kind of situation, then yes, I would be checking my channel constantly every day. And every time I wake up from sleep, pretty much, I'll load up my phone and I'll check my email to make sure that, like, if there's any new comments or if there's any new subscribers, kind of thing. And that's kind of like how I do my daily rituals. Like the first thing I do when I get up is I check to see if there's any changes there. If there's no changes, then obviously nothing happens. But if there is, yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Anyway, so as you can probably tell, there's actually a weird theme going on within the top 10 videos. So most of them are Pokemon, in a sense, in a weird way. Other ones are Oblivion, and other ones are, and one of them is Nehrum. So this is what's always weird, and I found this on other channels, but mostly for small ones, is like randomly in the middle of it, it'll have the more views than part one. And I've noticed this for my channel in particular. Ignore this. Ignore this. This doesn't count. So, and this is what I mean though. Like part one is nowhere on this list. Part one's nowhere on this list. Again, ignore this. Part one's not on this list. This doesn't count because it doesn't even have a part number. This is technically part one. This doesn't have, like, part one's not on this list, and part one's not on this list. Like, I don't understand how this viewing stuff works. And it's weird though, because like a lot of people will be like, I literally had 2 comments saying like I'm glad that I found this channel. I'm gonna go watch all your videos. And I had one that's like part 384, I think, of Oblivion. It's time to binge watch this. And it's like, I regret that you have to binge watch 384 videos of me complaining about my mod not working properly, pretty much. But anyway, like, this is the kind of thing though that I get confused about, is like, why is that this video right here, this 125 video, part number pretty much, doing better than part one? Does nobody want to see how the start of this game works, pretty much? And same thing with Pokemon Insurgents. It's like, does nobody want to see this? And, well, Nice and Nine Revelations makes sense. It's a mod. People want to not have to watch 28, I think, or so parts, pretty much. They'd just rather just have it all in one. Oh, the reason why it's copyright is because the song the person uses, I think, in the beginning, I think, or something like that, is copyrighted, and I didn't know, so obviously it got flagged. I think it's in the 2-hour mark. Is it 2-hour or 3-hour mark? I can't remember. But yeah, it's like somewhere in there. And something that I noticed too is that Pixelmon is doing very well for my channel. Like, not obviously for total views. I mean, like, it didn't hit the top spot, obviously. But, like, if you actually do look at the numbers over here, like, these 4 videos pretty much are about 7, 15, 2,800 views altogether, pretty much. We'll say 2,900 because I only counted the hundreds and obviously the 1,000 pretty much. But again though, like, between those 3 videos in general, that's almost as much as one video is doing. And that's this video right here. So that's insane. That literally it takes 4 videos to cut of a series, mind you. Of a series. That's not even just like of like 4 different videos kind of thing. It's of a series to kind of keep up with it. And 3 of them are actually from the same playlist. One isn't. And Pixelmon Adventure is just a solo thing. Is not even hit. Like, I don't understand this nonsense at all. And this is the kind of, like, funny stuff that I like seeing. Like, I like seeing, but, like, it's like, okay, I want some more context on why this is actually happening. Why is it that these random part 1s are, like, I should be seeing more part 1s or part 2s here? Why am I seeing a part 76, part 9, part 10, part 12? Like, part 11's not even on this list. Like, why is this here? Why is this happening? I am very confused here. Like, I don't understand this at all, and I'm confused, and I don't understand. I don't understand YouTube logic and that stuff. Like, I understand if it's like your favorite part or you're going back to see like a specific part. And I understand, like, if you're trying to figure out like how to finish a puzzle and you watched me at one point kind of situation, like you watched a video of mine and that I solved the puzzle and then you're going back to that video, I understand why that part would do more than other ones, but you should see that they're amongst the same kind of view range. Or if it's a puzzle one, it would be more than what it should be, but it's still very close to it, right? So like if all of the, let's say the entire playlist is, let's say like every video is doing 200 views, those puzzle ones I would say would be around 300, maybe 350 views at that point. Not that video where it's the only one that's hit that high. That means that either that mod or that sort of thing is not doing as well. I want to see how well Enderroll does when I start doing it. Because I'm just going to be doing Enderroll straight up. I'm not going to have a mod or anything like that like I did with Nehrim, where I had the Dark King's armor, just not as well endowed in terms of the effects. But we're going to be having Enderroll just playing straight up Enderroll. Because that's pretty much how I want to play it. Because if it's using mostly the same mechanics as Skyrim, I know for a fact I'm going to be an archer. If it uses the same mechanics, I'm going to be an archer. Because that's always what happens with Skyrim, is that like every time I play it, I go, I'm going to be a warrior. Then halfway through, a bow magically appears in my hand and my archery is higher than my weapon skill. And I'm like, how the heck did this happen? Why is my archery skill higher than everything else? And why is there a bow in my hand? Get this thing out of here, that it sticks to my hand like I can't get rid of it. You cannot unequip this bow because you like it. It's like, oh no, it's stuck on my hand. How did this happen? And that's pretty much how I feel, though, is that, like, if Enderroll is the same way, I know for a fact I'm going to be using archery more often than anything. And that is the sad thing, is that archery is the one skill in Skyrim that I can always rely on. And that is sad to me. That archery is the one skill in which that I can always safely rely on because I am so good with it. I should probably just smith this out. And this I should just send it with the other heads anyway. It's not worth it, but it's fine. I'll go back down for the heads, and I'll go up for the sticks, pretty much. There we go. For that, it should be fine. Anyway, I might color coordinate those. I don't know yet. Oh, I actually was smithing stuff. Ooh, wait. No, that wasn't doing anything. Ooh, that's interesting. I did not know I was actually smithing stuff. Ooh. That's pretty cool. But yeah, like that's the kind of thing though that like I'm gonna literally both hate and love about Enderroll, is that like if it's just like Skyrim, I'm gonna be using archery. And the reason why I hate Skyrim for that is because like for Oblivion, the only reason why I won't go for archery in Oblivion is because you cannot de-knock the arrows, and that archery does very little damage compared to all the other stuff that you can do with it. Oh, I forgot to get shulkers for this stuff. That's fine. I can work on that. I can do that later. Gold ingots. Gold ingots. Thank you. And that's the one thing that I don't like about Oblivion archery, and the fact that like for leveling that skill up, it's very minuscule in the way that like it'll get boosted. And the perks, I think, aren't really that great either in Oblivion for archery. Pretty much. I think it's like it has a zoom in feature, which I think is one of the best things about it. Is that the zoom in feature helps out a lot. I mean, it's the same thing with Skyrim. For Skyrim, I love the zoom in feature. It helps out a lot. It helps by trying to calculate like how far or how much you need to sort of adjust your arrows, kind of thing. That's kind of like how I use it. And same thing with like if you accidentally get detected, kind of thing, you can use the slowdown feature and do the exact same thing, where you can like make micro adjustments. So like let's say there's an enemy that's standing right on that line, and let's say I'm crouching over here and I'm going to shoot, pretty much. If that person just randomly stumbles over there and I'm about to fire, I can micro adjust and I can slow down time and then slowly adjust to there. Mind you, I find that archery is a lot easier than it would be on PC than it would be on controller, but still. And even on my Switch, I've done that too. I have Skyrim for my Nintendo Switch. I have literally have played as a warrior, and I am regretting every single second of it because I am not used to playing a warrior anymore. I'm used to playing an archer. And because I'm so used to archery, guess what happens? I have become so bold in everything that I do that that's exactly what happens. Is that everything that I do in terms of like just killing enemies, I get so bold and be like, I'm an archer, aren't I? And I'm like, oh no, wait, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm up close. And then I proceed to die. Pretty much. Or I get very close to death, I think. And that's because I got so used to archery. And I usually have very good builds for archery. For warriors, mages, and all that stuff, I don't. Because I don't personally use those types of characters. I only use archers. So personally, I go for enchanted items and I go for things that help with archery. Things that help with stamina or maximum stamina and stamina recovery. That's pretty much the items that I go for. Because those actually help me out a lot. I don't think there's anything else that I go for either. Yeah, one thing that I should probably start doing is start using these actual storage areas. And not only that, spruce them up a little bit. Like, this looks very plain. Start sprucing these areas up a little bit. I think I kind of did with this wall, but still, like, kind of spruce them up, man. Duh, like, they're very boring. Oh, also, something I forgot to mention. In case I did, I apologize for repeating myself. But to be fair, for Minecraft, I feel like I lose time. And then I look at my stopwatch. I keep forgetting to replace these with smooth stone. Anyway. Oh, I replaced some of them with smooth stone. Weird. Anyway. Do you hear any mobs? I finally filled them in. I did it with two methods. I actually, at first, I was lazy enough and I put sea lanterns in the middle of it so that they wouldn't spawn. You can actually still see the remnants of me actually doing it because I thought these ones actually had them too. But no, these didn't have the holes. These did, though. I'll have to replace that one later. These actually had holes, so I replaced them. I put sea lanterns in the middle and I left them open just because I would end up working on them later. And then when I was done with the major storage area, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go do something very small. So I filled these in. I filled them in with quartz blocks, I think. And then I went back down and I worked on the farm area. And yeah, so yeah, I did that. And something else I have to work on off screen as well. It has to do with these. No, not this sign, right? No, not these signs. Not these signs. It's this sign. Yeah, it's these signs. So when this one opens, it's like it's supposed to open up this, but it's also supposed to technically activate this portal, and then this one, while it closes this up, it's supposed to also technically remove the nether portal. So though you don't get to hear the nether portal go off, and you don't magically have zombie piglins coming through kind of thing. All right. Cool. And I could technically also spruce this up too. But I don't think I should. I think I should just keep these the way that they are. Because technically you're not really going to be back here anyway. And by that I mean, like, you're not always going to be hanging around back here going like, hey, look at me, I'm hanging around here for 3 hours. No, you're going to be hanging around here for like 2 minutes, storing stuff, and then getting the frick out. And then you're going to be going over here, complaining that, why didn't I finish this? And leave. Also, something else I did also is that I fixed this so it actually fits a lot better. I fixed that. I think that was the only one that I think I used the columns. I think over here I didn't. Oh, no, it's lock. This is unlock. I think I just used normal quartz. Yeah, see, I used normal quartz for these ones. We're gonna seal up the doors. I'm surprised that doesn't cause a lag, because that's a lot of blocks it's putting down. Yeah, see, it's just still more quartz. It's weird. It's weird it's not causing lag. Maybe my server is just that powerful, and then it crashes right now. My server is just too powerful. Crashes. This is unlock. Yes, this is also quartz, by the way. You can see the block that I used for world edit. Wow, I didn't notice you could actually see it from here. But yeah, that's the word block. That's the world edit block I use. Just get the corner, and then the other one's like all the way over there. You won't notice that one though. It's actually flying around. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for now. I apologize for the ending of showing off my YouTube channel and all that stuff and analytics and stuff like that. Very boring stuff, but anyway, I find it's not that very boring. I find it's very interesting to see some things, but seeing the entire channel that way is very boring, but seeing some of those things is actually quite interesting to see. So yeah, so next time, hopefully this entire ship will, W-I-L-L, be completed, where there will be nothing left over that needs to be done, and these will finally be hidden, so though they will never be here anymore. And maybe we can start working on banner placements. I don't know. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Sercacraft.